Hi guys, welcome to Pacemaker Diaries. I just want to thank ever so much for you guys that have actually supported me through my tough time being on tier 3. Just want to actually say, yes, I did have a mental breakdown. That's why I've not actually been able to face up to making videos since obviously that last one when it was the government announced that we're going on tier 3. And then obviously within the past couple of days, they decided to extend that tier 3 system, which kind of sucks. So that means I can't return to work until further notice, even though I get paid furlough leave, but still it frustrates me. A lot's been going off since then, obviously adding towards my collection. I was going to show you in the video, but I do apologise. Is a classic British comedy with Charlie Drake is no other than The Work. Now, if I remember rightly, I could be wrong, but that's what they're based on. Some mothers do have them when they grew up watching that, and they've written the script for. Some mothers do have them with Michael Crawford as Frank Spencer. I could be wrong, but you could see the similarities if you ever get around to watching that. So today, there's been a massive update towards obviously my collection. I'm one of the lucky ones that actually got hold of it on launch day PlayStation 5. As you can see, the background of my video is the box, and quite honestly, it's been an interesting play. I enjoy playing it, and certain games that I've picked up, obviously for it. Like an example, I bought this one on the PlayStation 4, but at least one thing they've actually gave is the PlayStation 5 upgrade for free, which is amazing to actually have, and I enjoy playing it. It's one of my favourite franchises. First ever one I ever missed was actually last year's. I've played literally every one since the very first one on the Mega Drive in 1994 onwards. Yes, I was a Mega Drive and Sega kid back in the day, as well as obviously Super Nintendo and etc. But it's great to actually play this, and obviously I haven't got it in the case because I've just took it out as the console to actually show you guys. Is no other than FIFA 21. Now, one thing I don't get is why you show kids as mascots in the lead up to with all the cinematics and everything in towards the trailer, and obviously in towards the demo game that you actually get whilst this is installing on your PlayStation 5. I personally feel that was a waste of time giving people false hopes. I was looking forward to seeing if there's kids as mascots throughout the game. And so far in my season, I haven't even qualified for Champions League or Europa yet. I'm into, I think, my second or third season, and it's very interesting to play. And I'm looking forward to playing that some more in the near distant future. Then I got, obviously, the game that people were complaining about left, right, and centre. I personally, at the moment, I have not actually seen any bugs on my copy, which I'm fortunate to say that, and I advise anyone to run it on PlayStation 5 because it can actually cope with it. To say this was designed for PlayStation 4, how is this on a PlayStation 4 being the way it's been? I've had no problems whatsoever, even though I've run it on PlayStation 5 with the hardware that it's actually got. Is no other than Cyberpunk. Yes, I know it's removed off the PlayStation Store, but guys, you've got to realise that it's going to be updated by February. Hey, we've waited this long, why don't we wait a little bit more? I'm quite mixed emotions with this game. Yeah, it's a long grind, but I'm pretty much not even nowhere from the beginning, but it's really interesting to play. Obviously, I played the adventure books back when I was younger, when that actually first came out, and I wouldn't mind if they made the adventure book into a prequel game for this. So I just had a flash with an update. That's great. Another game that I've actually completed the main story. I'm doing the side quests at the moment for the PlayStation 5. I've liked the franchise. It's highly underrated. Yeah, sometimes the car mechanics let you down, etc. But I just want to say this is actually a great game. I enjoyed the story. It really got your mind thinking. And I tell you what, to beat the story, it took me a fair few goes. Because when you got permanent death on it, and all your crew dies, the game ends, and you can't even go back to your game save, which is good. It keeps it more of a challenge. and I recruited pretty much around about, I think it was about 20 operatives in the end, just to try and compete this bloody game, and it was hard. Don't get me wrong, it was a grind. I got it on the day of release, and I've only just completed it yesterday, and it's a really good investment, and the graphics and that lot is amazing on it. Yeah, like I said, the car physics lets it down, but Watch Dogs Legions, fantastic game. And then one of my favourite martial art franchise games. I don't talk about that much on my channel towards games I actually like. I've played every single one since the first one. Different variations all the way to the one I've got in my hand right now. I'm glad I picked it up, and it's a really good game. And I think this won Fighting Sim of the Year. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. The story mode was such a grind, because when you get to the final boss, she's a bitch to beat. It took me hours just to beat her. They made it so easy all the way through until the very end. It felt so impossible to beat. I didn't even change the difficulty level from very easy to normal to hard to legendary, I think it was. Can't remember. But do not just play it as normal. It's just bad as enough. But imagine playing it as hard. It was very, very difficult, and it looks amazing on my 4K TV. So there were basically the games that I'm showing today. A lot of things that I've actually recently purchased, other than what we actually had. And yeah, I know I need a haircut. I know I need to trim this down or get rid of it at all. But I'm not exactly going anywhere. I'm on tier 3. I've not left my house unless I'm going to a cash point just to get some money out. You know, that's how mad it's got for me. And I've got people that are keeping me sane in my life, and it's mad. It really is. I've got a friend called Laura. She's great. We talk every single day and keep both of us sane. If you know what I mean. She does great at her job, and even though she's allowed to work, she's got to do so many restrictions, etc., for what she does for a living. It's just absolutely insane at the moment here in the United Kingdom. People don't understand until you talk to a fellow Brit and explain it to other people. That's just how crazy it is. So I ordered a few films off eBay, not recalling that they're all from Music Magpie, which actually is a fantastic thing to actually have, because I'm not knocking that site. I'm looking forward to having these in my collection. Yeah, I've gone back to bloody physical media of DVDs, because quite honestly, some of these possibly do not have a Blu-ray release in the United Kingdom, or if you come across the Blu-ray, it's very pricey, and it really frustrates me when shit like that happens for physical collectors like myself, and etc. Obviously, you're taking an interest if you're watching this. So, first one out the bat. Yes, it's towards my Orion Reynolds collection, which I don't recall seeing this ever on Blu-ray. It's got a really good star cast. It's got William Dafoe, Emily Watson, Carrie-Anne Moss, obviously Ryan Reynolds and Julia Roberts. Personally, I look at this and I'm like, what a great cast. I don't even know if it's a chick flick, but the synopsis is pretty much says profound, intelligent, funny, and moving. Have I just bought a chick flick for the sake of it? Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds mapping out of his career towards where he is today, leading the way in Deadpool. That is people knowing him for. Looking forward to Free Guy at some point, possibly in the new year, which I was kind of looking forward to probably going and seeing this time. But because of COVID-19, they've closed numerous of cinemas, but some cinemas are actually opening for Wonder Woman 84. I'm going to wait for that to have a Blu-ray or DVD release, to be honest. Me personally, I'll get the Blu-ray at some point. As you know, I don't spend on titles £5 or more. That's actually very rare for me, and I've actually seen a few titles I wouldn't mind picking up at some point. But when I saw these titles, I couldn't crib at them. But anyway, I digress on that. I got this one, Fireflies in the Garden. Interesting. but that's all I can say. It looks a very interesting title due to the obviously cast, and it's crazy when you see the likes of what Ryan Reynolds has actually done. You know, is that one of those controversial actors from action movies to comedy to serious? You know, another one that I picked up, which has got Helen Mirren in it. When you think about um, who he's worked with, it's just absolutely crazy. When you Dane of all people, Helen Mirren, you know, and this one's an interesting title as well. Um, it's Woman in Gold. Anyone seen it? Let me know. This one's very pricey. Last time I checked on eBay for this one, being on this movie, I was literally looking for it on Blu-ray, and I seen it on Blu-ray. I think it was £30 for it. I could be wrong, but it was one I've not seen in a long time. But it's quite funny. Is Waiting. Yep, these are Ryan Reynolds films I picked up. Next one I picked up, I was actually surprised it's in a red case. If any of you people that put their movies into different colour cases, that's not my bag, but it is what it is. Then, obviously, I picked up another comedy that I've not seen in a long time, and it makes you wonder, though, because how much he's done. And I'm looking forward to watching these, I really am. The proper nostalgia when you watch them. And this one, Just Friends. Another red case one, just like the last two, is an all-time classic, one of my favourites. I love the franchise who made this, but I personally feel that this is a long overdue for a Blu-ray release. I would love it on a Blu-ray release, but they haven't even bothered. I personally feel a lot of films, and with this franchise as well, should have actually had a Blu-ray release. Like they've actually done some of the classics. And actually, speaking of classics, why they're trying to think of rebooting Revenge of the Nerds? That humour would not work today. People are so easily offended. That's just my honest point of view on that. This one is a classic. It's another Ryan Reynolds film. It's Van Wilder. I love the sequel. I love this movie. It's one of the nostalgia ones. Reminds me of my school days when I was watching this. Did it come out on my school days? I think it did. On my pretty much one of my. I think it was my last year of school. I could be wrong on this. I left school in 1996, so it just one of those nostalgia movies. I think from the 2010s, no 2000s, the naughty era. You know, one of those nostalgia ones, just like American Pie, etc. I don't mind the all women's cast one, Girls Rule. That's actually a pretty decent one, considering it's just a straight to DVD one. Now this one is a black case, boys and girls. What DVDs are meant to be. It reminds me of rental copies when you see them like that. Then this one. I don't think this has ever got a Blu-ray release. I've never actually seen it on a Blu-ray release. But saying that, it's The Nines with Ryan Reynolds. I'm really, really surprised. I think it's The Nines. I'm pronouncing it right. I could be wrong. Now, I haven't seen that one, to be honest. Another one I've not actually seen, but it's another Ryan Reynolds movie. By me, previewed. I love when you get nostalgia trip when you actually see old stickers on it, like how much it once was, or if you get like blockbusters, etc. But this is from Choices UK, whoever they are. But this was actually supplied to the Museum Magpie. Foolproof. Don't think I've ever seen this Ryan Reynolds film. I could be wrong because it's actually got the guy who looks like he's from Poirot, Agatha Christie. So he's in it. But yeah, and it is a proper nostalgia one because it's an old rental copy. Now that is proper nostalgia when you actually see those sort of stickers. But it's really mad though when you actually see how far in the space of how many years since they've actually done DVDs to Blu-rays, then to X rentals, etc. And I'm looking forward to watching that. Then another one, I think I've actually got this on a Blu-ray release. I accidentally put this into my basket. I could be wrong. Selfless. I literally don't remember actually having that in my collection of Blu-rays, but I could be wrong. You know, because at the end of the day, as you can tell, how many do I actually have? Yeah, my room's a bit of a tip at the moment because I'm organising. Give me something to bloody do over COVID-19, man. But, yeah, Selfless. I do not recall that being on a Blu-ray release. I could be wrong. Another Ryan Reynolds film. See the film going? I did say the Ryan Reynolds. But, yeah, The School of Life. I've never actually seen that one with Ryan Reynolds in. You know, it throws you how many films he's actually gone when you just look for Blu-rays. And there's actually one on Netflix. I do one on Blu-ray releases. Underground 6 or 6 Underground, whatever you want to price it as. I think that's on my DVDs other than the one I'm just opening. Now, I haven't really... Oh, okay. Yeah, I know this is a DVD release, but it's actually got a cover slip, boys and girls. This was from... I put it in my basket, World of Books. Now, that's interesting. That does really interest me because I was trying to watch this on Pluto TV, the app that's on the PlayStation 5. I know it was on Xbox because someone from Big Paula's group actually pointed it out to me. It's on there. So, but I've never seen this. Another one that really blows my mind, and quite honestly, you can see where I've literally near enough got all his films now on DVD or Blu-ray. Obviously, I've got Two Guys and a Girl and a Pizza Place and Two Guys and a Girl. Sounds like a porno, don't it? But it's the sitcom that he did. But yeah, it came with a cover slip, which I was really highly surprised. And it's immaculate. But I'm looking forward to watching that one. Tried to watch it on that Pluto TV, that app that I've been talking about on there, and I didn't like the video quality on that. It was too grainy. I don't know if it's just because it's on my 4K TV, it looks a bit weird. But if anyone's got Pluto TV, I advise looking on the internet for it, as well as obviously what PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox has been offering for a while. It's worth checking out because it's all free. Free! The 4-letter word that I love and most people should love is free. My hair's a mess, I know. Another update I did was obviously my mobile phone finally got a new one. Saw an offer on Very. At the same time, I actually ordered the other bits in this box. Other bits in this box is my Hawaii, I could never pronounce the name, Hawaii Smart P Smart 2020. The case came from eBay for £3, which is all decent, and quite honestly, I'm happy with this phone. I've only got it yesterday or the day before. Time flies when you're on lockdown, guys, I tell you. Can't blame students this time around, can you? But Tier 3, lockdown, it's the same thing to me. But, yeah. Got that in a case. £3 on eBay, that one. That phone's cost me 150 quid over the freeze payments. Then from next year, I will be using, hopefully towards my collection videos, as well as obviously at some point I realised that I needed to get a mic. It's amazing how far I've come from making videos from my very first mobile phone that you could upload to YouTube to 10 and a bit years later using a microphone. I actually got the Trust Lance microphone. I got this in a bundle on Very, which I couldn't complain. I'm really looking forward to using this and setting it all up on my PC. So yeah, I've got this in a bundle, which cost me £80, which is a steal. I feel I've saved 30 quid. Got that. Then I got the Trust webcam. I've seen reviews about it. This is why I picked it up. Looked at it from the catalogue, stocked it, and quite honestly, it looks absolutely fantastic. You know, and it's an emotional roller coaster for me, to be honest. Thinking how far I've come on YouTube. I know I don't have that many subscribers, but still. But I'm happy with what I've got, and wow, I'm looking forward to using this on my PC. But yeah, I'm not going to go through them all again, but if you're new around this channel, obviously I give you life updates, as well as obviously collection updates. I know it's been a while since I've done a collection update, and that's my reason why. I've been paying the PlayStation 5 off, and obviously I've only got one more payment to pay that off, coming this payday very, very soon, and then obviously pay off my phone, pay off my webcam as well as my mic. So, and then hopefully get more films, but as you can tell, I think I'm running out of space. You know, I want to get rid of all that, but because of lockdown, bin men have not been coming at times. That's why I'm still lumbered with this lot, you know, and that sucks. Because quite honestly, my room's normally tidier than this, and that's just me being honest to you guys. But anyway, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning in. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video right here on Gavin Fletcher, Pacemaker Diaries.